And let's look at 7 position battles to watch as the Raiders prepare for this upcoming camp. There are 7 position battles that are of note that we need to pay attention to in this upcoming season. So camp battle number 1. Well, everybody knows this is the biggest camp battle, the quarterback position. Let's read this camp battle and discuss it. This is the decision that could define the season for the first time in a decade. The Raiders go into training camp not knowing who they will rely on at the sport's most important position. It's either second-year incumbent Aiden O'Connell or free agent acquisition Gardner Minshew. Compelling cases can be made for each candidate. Davante Adams spoke out for Aiden O'Connell the other day. Aiden O'Connell has the trust of Pierce and his teammates and was labeled and told he'll be the starter going into camp or take the first team reps. And his teammates has the trust of Aiden O'Connell after improving during the Raiders' 3-1 run at the end of last season. There was one of the games that was won by the defense, let's be honest. Minshew is more proven and signed a 2-year, $25 million deal to join the Raiders after starting 13 games from Indianapolis last season. O'Connell got the initial reps of off-season team activities and minicamp in May and in June, but has split time with Minshew evenly overall. Good to know. Minshew might be a better fit in a new offensive coordinator Luke Getsey's scheme. But Luke Getsey does like a mobile quarterback and an improvisational quarterback. We know that for a fact. But he's going to have to outplay O'Connell to win the starting job. This is a race that could truly go either way. Okay, you guys let me know your thoughts of who's going to win that competition. I'll let you know my official answer in just a couple minutes. And now let's go to, let's see if I can, sorry guys, I got to get these things off of screen to save. Ugh. Come on, computer. That's what happens. The longer I go, my computer gets slower, like because the processor heats up. So let's just talk about that real quickly. Who wins? Please let me know in the chat room. Who wins between Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew? The team is rooting, and the fan base is rooting for Aiden O'Connell. I put up a poll on Twitter earlier, at Mikey Raider down below. Please follow me. And Aiden O'Connell was leading that poll as of 2 hours ago. I think he won it with probably 75%. Says Aiden O'Connell wins the camp battle. But in my opinion, I'm going to say Gardner Minshew wins the battle just for his improvisational skills. He's more so of a veteran than Aiden O'Connell. And I witnessed Aiden O'Connell struggle while getting pressure. And he doesn't seem to run the ball a lot. And in Luke Getsey's scheme, you need an improvisational quarterback. And I don't say Aiden O'Connell is one of those type of quarterbacks. But he's more like a, let's call him a Derek Carr clone, a stand in the pocket, deep ball passer. You know, people are going to get mad at me for calling him a Derek Carr clone. But it's because Josh McDaniels gave him number 4 and he had to wear number 4 and he didn't want to. But now, thank goodness, he's now number 12. He's now doing Plunkett's number, I believe, or Stabler's number, number 12. So, Aiden O'Connell, God, I can't even remember which number had which number. My goodness, I am. But Aiden O'Connell is only going into his second year. He's a 4th-round draft pick. And Gardner Minshew, he's been a starter a lot more times than Aiden O'Connell. Improvisational skills. And he's led teams to playoffs. I just see him edging out Aiden O'Connell. But let's be honest. Raider Nation wants Aiden O'Connell to win because we're rooting for the underdog quarterback, and so am I. Good luck, Aiden O'Connell. But also, there's the issue with Minshew that he has Minshew mania. And he's an outspoken, funny guy, and he has a lot of swag as well. Aiden O'Connell is like a Derek Carr going about his business, religious type. Gardner Minshew can wear chains and do all that crazy stuff and, you know, wear chains like Kirk Cousins. And if he wins some games for us in spectacular fashion, if he plays, it's going to be Raider Minshew mania. Minshew Raider mania with Raider type swag. And I could see Gardner Minshew taking on that spirit of the Raider way and building some sort of hype. So that's why, personally, I give Gardner Minshew a leg up. But I am 100% rooting for Aiden O'Connell. I like the guy. He's saying and doing all the right things. Let me know your winner in the chat room. And we'll discuss more at a later date. Now, camp battle number 2. This is a good one. This is the cornerback battle. Deciding who plays on the opposite side of top cornerback Jack Jones and the next slot cornerback Nate Hobbs is the most pressing matter for the defense that's mostly solidified otherwise. Charles VNXL says, I hope Favre makes it. True Raider said, Battle of the Mustaches. That's hilarious. The two leading candidates are second-year former fourth-round draft pick Jacorian Bennett and sixth-year veteran Brandon Faison. Like quarterback, it shapes up to be a 50-50 proposition who will claim more snaps between those two. Unlike quarterback, there could be a third or fourth intriguing option. At 6'2" and 188 pounds, rookie fourth-round draft pick DeCameron Robinson might fit the modern cornerback prototype better than either of the front runners. But he'll need to show he's capable of adjusting the speed and physicality of the professional game in the preseason. That's where he gets a chance to make his name. And paddle practices to get on the field consistency. Let's go to Cameroon. Las Vegas could also potentially sign a veteran free agent. And why hasn't Tom Telesco done that? We're going to see who's available in just a few minutes. Las Vegas could also potentially sign a free agent if it doesn't trust any of the aforementioned players in the role. But Bennett struggled in his rookie campaign, but drew a lot of buzz for having great offseason going into minicamp. Faison, who was injured most of last year, got more time with the starters overall. So that's an interesting camp battle, y'all. Now, the third most intriguing camp battle is at the left guard position. Let's see if I can get that on screen. Left guard. The Raiders haven't hidden their intentions to use second-round draft pick. There he is, Jackson Powers Johnson immediately. They haven't hidden their intentions to use him immediately. Powers Johnson, I love that name. Powers. Powers Johnson, who played center at the University of Oregon, shifted a spot and was running with all the starters during OTAs. Let's go! I'm rooting for him. He got banged up, however. Oh, he did? I didn't know that. And veteran free agent acquisition Cody Whitehair filled in his left guard spot during minicamp. Get well soon. Powers Johnson should still be considered the favorite to earn the starting role. Let's go! But Whitehair, who spent the past 2 seasons with Luke Getsy, oh, I forgot about that, in Chicago, provides insurance if the rookie isn't quite ready. Sounds like we're good at guard, man, with either one. Fantastic positioning. Frost, WSA, Mike Hollis, number 12. Josh McCown, number 12. Todd Marinovich. Oh, shut up, Frost. Shut up, Frost. Frost! Damn you, Frost! Damn you straight to Raider hell. Edge rusher is an interesting position. On the opposite side of superstar Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz broke out at the end of last year with 4 sacks and 2 forced fumbles in the final 4 games. That's right. I like Malcolm Kuntz. This might be his final year. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to get a lot of money. if he plays as well as he did last year. The fourth-year former third-round pick has done more than enough to retain his starting role, but he's starting the final year of his rookie contract and may not be a part of the team's long-term plans. That's because the Raiders, that's right, they drafted Tyree Wilson at number 7 overall, who should have a better year, but he might play defensive tackle at times this year, and therefore invested in his development. Wilson had a disappointing rookie season, but will get every opportunity to bounce back this year, and that may mean supplanting Malcolm Kuntz. Well, he might need to do that. Frost WS, I'm sorry, True Raider Powers Johnson is hurt. Colton Miller's injured? Mikey Raider needs to get up to date with some of these injuries, man. I haven't been following the team. I've been dealing with real life stuff, man. It's been really hard to do that. Oh my goodness, that sucks. How bad are they hurt, man? I guess I gotta look online later. Hopefully it's not too bad. They'll be ready for at least not miss too much of training camp, especially for a rookie. Now let's look at the number 5 battle. Most important battle, the tight end position. I wouldn't call it a battle. I think it's one, but you never know. Tight end, both second-year player Michael Mayer and rookie Brock Bowers will be virtual starters with how often the Raiders figure to run 12 personnel with 2 tight ends. But that will be far from their lone formation. It's uncertain which of the 2 former collegiate All-Americans will get precedence when only 1 tight end is in the game. Mayer improved last season and went on and therefore may be better prepared for the rigors of a 17-game season. But Bowers is more of a big play threat, something that was already evident in camp. Bowers, that's right, my name. Bowers probably had the slight edge at the number 1 tight end position as long as he can show his blocking won't be a liability in the preseason and in padded practices. Well said. Now, the number 6 most important battle out of the 7 is right tackle. Much like left guard, the Raiders have given every indication that they have their guy at right tackle. Third-year former 7th-round pick Thayer Mumford. That doesn't mean they don't have a couple of backup plans just in case, as the Ohio State product can't build on the promise he showed last season. They have viable options if he cannot build off of what he showed last season. Las Vegas signed veteran offensive line utility man Andres Pete. Was he with the Saints? Oh, yeah, sure. He was from the Saints. And they drafted, DJ Glaze. What a great name, out of Maryland in the 3rd round. Good draft pick, Raiders. Mumford struggled in minicamp, but, he did. But in his defense, he was mostly matched up against Max Crosby. Of course that's going to happen. Max Crosby beats y'all. It's going to take a lot more than a few rough days in shorts and helmets for Mumford to be uncheated by DJ Glaze or Andreas Pete. Guys, I'm educating myself with you guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying the video. We're getting educated on the camp battles. Dominique Valpando, what's up, Mikey? Powers Johnson is hurt. Miller, I already read that. Hey, Mikey, just win. What's up, True Raider? Brock Bowers will be used in the slot and as a replacement for Hunter Renfrow. Really? That's right. He can become like a... You're right. You're right about that. He can do that slot wide receiver slough. And a lot of tight ends do that nowadays. All right, number 7. Whoever's going to back up Christian Wilkins, let's find out, at defensive tackle. The interior line spot next to the prize free agent signing Christian Wilkins will feature a rotation. That's right. Might be Tyree Wilson as well. May not matter much who's officially listed first on the depth chart, because John Jenkins, Adam Butler, who does a decent job, Byron Young, or even Tyree Wilson, there we go, could all get the nod, though. The 34-year-old Jenkins started all 17 games last year. But the 30-year-old Butler was getting more snaps than him by the end of last season. Didn't he have a sack too? Like one toward one of the end of the games? Both Crosby and Wilkins have praised Butler, hinting at he could be more than the situational pass rusher he was for much of last season. Byron Young was a non-factor in his rookie season last year, but ideally, the Raiders could get something out of the third-round pick out of Alabama. Yeah, he needs to. You're right. He struggled last year, and he struggled, so he's got to do better. Same thing with Wilson. Tyree Wilson shifted inside often during minicamp. Oh, all right, he did. All right, they're checking him out at defensive tackle as well. The prospects of having him, Crosby, Wilkins, and Kuntz all on the field together could be tantalizing if the coaching staff determines he's set to deliver on the potential that made him the first-round pick. Let's go, Tyree Wilson. I know I was hating on you last year, but for good reason. But I'm rooting for you this season, coming off of that.